These are the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
A local radio station
for local people.
103.2 Preston FM.
Your community radio station.
Now, whether you're a teen smoker or a lifetime pack-a-day smoker, quitting can be tough. But the more you learn about your options and prepare for quitting, the easier the process will be. With the right game plan tailored to your needs, you can break the addiction, manage your cravings, and join the millions of people who have kicked the habit for good. To tell us more about the support available, on the line now, it's Julie Forsyth, and Julie is from the Stop Smoking Service, the Quit Squad at Lancashire NHS. So, Julie, a very good morning to you.
Good morning.
And maybe you can tell us, before we talk a little more about this, tell us a little about the Quit Squad. How long has the Quit Squad been together?
Quite a lot of years now, actually. I've been working for the Stop Smoking Service for nearly 10 years now. I was a smoker myself, and I didn't know that we had this service available when I stopped smoking. But yes, I've been an ex-smoker, and now I'm the manager of the Stop Smoking Service, helping a lot of people to stop smoking.
Right. And, although some people can do it cold turkey, for a lot of people, it really is support that they need, isn't it? And is that where you can help?
Yes, definitely. If you come to the Stop Smoking Service, it's a free service, and you're 4 times more likely to stop smoking with our help and support, because we go through all the triggers, we go through how you use the products, how long you should be using them for. A lot of people are using these products and don't know how to use them, or the side effects that some of them have as well. So it's knowing that and being able to prepare someone for that journey of giving up smoking.
And when you mention products, are you talking about things like electronic cigarettes and patches and the other kinds of things that are available?
Unfortunately, we can't recommend the e-cigarette at the present because it's not been regulated, and therefore, as an NHS service, we can't recommend something that we don't know whether it's safe to use or not.
Right.
Well, I would welcome it to be on the NHS. But that's going to take some time for that to come through. But we do have all the other products that are all safe to use and have all been trialled and tested, like the patches and the chewing gum, lozenges, like a false cigarette, and the tablets, Champix as well, that they can use.
So when you're supporting someone, because what is also important is to recognise your habits and routines around smoking, isn't it? Because I know lots of people, you'll pick up a cigarette more if you're having a cup of coffee, or maybe if you're in the pub having a drink. So routines and habits are quite important, aren't they, when you're giving up smoking?
I would say, as an ex-smoker, they're very important. Those were the hardest times for me, especially first thing in the morning, after a meal, or when I had a drink, or before I went to bed. I always wanted that hit of nicotine to get, because if your nicotine levels fall, that's when you become all craving and all withdrawal symptoms. So it's really important you get the right advice about that.
And lots of people worry about maybe that they're going to be bad-tempered, or that they're going to be putting weight on. But again, with plans and with support, that is not always the case, is it? No, definitely not.
It's, having that support, and also about, if they're worried about putting weight on, we work very closely with the Fit Squad, so, we can get them to join with the Fit Squad as well, which helps them, supports them through, if they're worried about putting weight on, as that.
So how would it work? One of our listeners may be listening now, been thinking, wow, I want to stop smoking. How does it work? They make contact with you, and then where does it go from there?
Well, when they make contact with the Stop Smoking Service, we offer them a range of clinics around Preston, South Ribble and Chorley, although we do Burnley, Pendle, Rosendale, Hyndburn and Ribble Valley, but we give them a number for that. And then when you contact the service, then we offer, you can either have an appointed one-to-one clinic where we give you a specific time and place to go and see an advisor, other than that, if, we understand people are so busy, they're working late, working weekends. We deliver evenings and weekends, and we also have what we call drop-in clinics, where they don't need an appointment, they can just drop into the clinic, but they get exactly the same support. They're not seen in a group, they're seen on an individual one-to-one basis, and we offer them like a 12-week course tailored to the needs. However, if they do need to carry on seeing us, then that's fine, but usually it's around a 12-week support course. It's free, unless, of course, you pay for your prescriptions. But even then, we recommend that you buy a prepaid amount of prescriptions, say, for 3 months, and it doesn't cost you as much then in prescriptions.
Right. And, I mean, would you help somebody put a plan together? Because, I mean, often, and like you, it's many, many years ago now, but I'm also an ex-smoker. One of the most difficult things, I must admit, in giving up was giving up smoking. I found it so difficult, but I did it, and I'm so pleased that I did. But in many ways, it's just a ritual, isn't it? It becomes a ritual every day that it's habit forming, that you just pick a cigarette up. But you feel so good once that you've broken that habit and you don't need that cigarette.
That's right. I mean, the first session that they do attend with us, we do go through everything. We go through the addiction process with them. We plan with them. It's important that they make the right plan. They make the decisions about when they want to stop smoking, when's best. I mean, it's not ideally to stop smoking before you're going on holiday, or, because the chances are that you go on holiday and you'll have a cigarette. So it's getting that correct support and planning, which is what we go through with them.
And, I mean, the craving for cigarette, I mean, it's usually most intense during the first week and the first weeks afterwards. Yeah. But then again, it does disappear, doesn't it, if you persevere, and particularly if you have support helping you?
It does. It gets better, but I would encourage people, to come to the service and for us to explain to them, look, you need to be using plenty of these products so you don't feel the effects of withdrawal. Because once you stop smoking, the nicotine levels fall, then that's when you get the cravings. And if you realise that if you're using nicotine replacement instead of the cigarette, which has all the harmful chemicals in it, then that helps you through that withdrawal process. Or by using the tablet called Champix, which is a different process of giving up smoking. Sorry,
what was the last one that you just mentioned?
It's a tablet called Champix, or the main name for it is called Varenicline. That's a different process of stopping smoking. It's a tablet that you get off your GP, as long as your GP is happy to prescribe it for you. But we go through all the information about that tablet and how it works and how it helps you to stop smoking as well.
So, Julie, what ages do you work with? Who do you support?
Anybody from 12 years of age upwards.
So you actually work with young people who are still going to school?
Yes. And, there's quite a few, I started smoking at school, so, that is where I think a lot of people pick up the habit, as a teenager and that. So we do see young people.
Right. Have you
smoking.
Have you had the situation yet where maybe you've had the young person and parents along at the same time?
We have, yes, and we encourage that really. So then the parent can help give support to the child to stop smoking as well.
And on the whole, people who come along, do you feel that the success rate is high by working with yourselves in giving up smoking?
Yes, definitely. I mean, we've had 50-60% success rate within the stop smoking service. Again, it depends on how many people are coming through. So the percentage rate goes off how many people you've seen. The more people you see, the percentage rate sort of drops a little bit because of the amount of people that's coming through. But yes, we have got a really good success rate.
Right. And as you say, if people are worried about the health or about the weight, you were able to signpost them on to other parts of the services, are you?
Yes, definitely. And also what's encouraging for people when they come into the service, we do what we call a carbon monoxide reading. And a carbon monoxide is what's inhaled from the cigarette that comes out the back of a car exhaust, basically. So it's a poisonous gas. Now, when that goes into your body, that can cause heart attacks, strokes, and bad circulation. Now, the beauty about the carbon monoxide is it leaves your body within 24 hours of stopping smoking. So it's an instant health benefit for you. And we do that every week when you come to see us. And, the people are really motivated when they see the carbon monoxide, the reading go right down. It's really a good motivation.
Yeah, I must admit, I can well imagine that. I think I would have responded to that. What about, access through yourselves maybe to alternative therapies? Is there anything like acupuncture or other therapies available?
We don't, give those therapies that are available like that, but we can guide you to contact numbers for those.
Right.
It's just that, unfortunately, there isn't a lot of evidence around them, whereas we've got a lot of evidence within the products that we use, and they've all been tried and tested. So, unfortunately, if you go for, hypnotherapy, I don't think, sometimes they need to get that information back, and if you've gone and had hypnotherapy, and yes, you've successfully stopped smoking, do those people go back to them and say, yes, I've stopped smoking? So it's having that data behind it, isn't it, really?
Yes. So, Julie, how's the best way for people to make contact with the team then?
Right, we've got a free phone number. That's 0800 328 6297, or the Preston local number is 01772 64474, and the East number is 01254 28 33 70.
Okay, and for anybody listening who, does from time to time, they stop and then they go back on the cigarettes, which was something I often did, and they find it so difficult. What would you say to them if they're listening now and they keep trying to give it up, but they've not yet done it?
What we do say to our, when they first come into the clinic, say, look, if you do have a little bit of a blip and you go back smoking, please don't not come back to the service, because I think that's what happens with some people. They come to see us, we stop smoking, and then something happens and they go back smoking again. And I think they feel a bit embarrassed to come back to us, but we don't. We encourage them, say, look, we know this happens. We've got loads of people coming in that's been time and time and time again. But eventually it'll be one of those times that you'll stop for good. But if you don't come back to see us, then we can't help you stop for good.
Right. Julie,
that makes sense.
It does. And can I thank you for talking to us this morning? Just give us the contact. Just give us the contact number again. Yeah,
that's free phone 0800 328 6297, or Preston 01772 64474, or East 01254 28 33 70.
Okay, Julie, thank you for talking to us.
And thank you very much.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. We hope you've enjoyed the interviews as much as we have. Why not give us a tweet at ChatCityBFM?